So here's a crazy story. When I was like 15, I came up to this tunnel. I was actually just walking on the trail and came across this thing. And I was like, what is this? I mean, you can see it goes way down. I started walking in there, and I was just kind of barreling my ass through this thing, going, hello, anybody in this tunnel? And someone was like, no one's in here. So I just kept going forward and forward and forward, and I went like for 15, 20 miles. And I came out in Yugoslavia. And there was a Yugoslavian sailor there, and he said, dude, what are you doing here? I said, I took this fucking tunnel on a walking trail out in Massachusetts. And he said, well, did you see the writing, the warning on the wall? It said, don't come to Yugoslavia in deer writing. I'm like, fuck, no, I didn't see that, dude. And he gave me some weird red pill, and here I am, back here again. Hee-haw! So here's a crazy story. When I was about 18 years old, I was up on these tracks, just kind of walking along, minding my own business. I had like my backpack with me, my bike. I had a skateboard on me. I had my PlayStation, my TV. Just kind of walking along, minding my own business. And this actual bridge right here was completely covered. It wasn't like it is now. It was completely covered with metal. And there was a train fucking hauling ass down this thing, going about 900,000 miles an hour, flying through this thing. And all of a sudden, I look up, and everything on the bridge starts falling on the train. The train fucking went berserk. It went off the tracks. It started flying, hitting cars. It was doing wheelies and shit down the thing. And then all of a sudden, I'm looking down here, and I'm going up, and there's this horned, like, fucking creature down there staring at me, beady-ass eyes, like, all slimy. Oh, my God, guys. Here's a crazy story. I was just followed from downstairs, and they said, go over and check your curtains. Oh, my God. Guys, this is freaking me out. The manager said, go into your room right now. We're short on staff, and check behind your curtains. What the hell are they talking about? We just got into this place. I heard the door slam. Nobody's in here. Nothing in the closet. Check the bathroom. I know there's nothing in the bathroom, and we were just in here. What the hell's going on? Nothing in the shower, as you can see. What's over here? It's a crazy story, guys. Can you guess what the most terrifying pound-for-pound creature is in the world? Good guess, but it's not the lion. The honey badger. Well, he's terrifying, but that's not it either. No, it's not the chihuahua, but ain't he cute? Okay, guys, here it is. The most terrifying animal in the world, pound for pound. I'm not making this up. This is actually true. It's called the pistol shrimp. They call this thing the pistol shrimp because he has a claw on him that's really big. He cocks it back, and then he closes it so fast that it emits heat of 4,800 degrees Celsius, which is hotter than the surface of the sun. Also, he does it so fast that it makes a 215 decimal bang like a bullet. It's louder than a bullet, and it knocks out his prey. The pistol shrimp packs such a shockwave with its claw that it can actually kill a fish about 10 times its size. So here's a crazy story. I just found some ocean monkeys. Have you guys ever seen ocean monkeys? These things like fucking, instead of like swinging on vines, they just like walk on top of the water really fast. Yeah, they run so fast that they're like fucking fly on top of the water. So we're gonna go over and see if we can find any of these ocean monkeys. I just saw 4 of them in a row, and they were like fucking, they came over right into here in these little crevices. Just like ocean raccoons, ocean monkeys live in these little seaweed houses. So we're gonna see if we can capture one on film. These goddamn things are fast too. Nope, nothing in there. Oh my God, guys. These things eat like Chinese food and shit. Boo! So here is a crazy story about some historical facts you probably didn't know about. Let's get started. Number 1. During Prohibition, the government actually poisoned the alcohol. They were thinking, hey, if people are just going to keep drinking this stuff and they don't stop, they started getting frustrated. They're like, all right, let's put poison in it and kill them. This is crazy to me. By 1933, when Prohibition ended, they were said to have killed 10,000 people from poisoning them with alcohol. Number 2, our unapologetic President Lyndon B. Johnson gave interviews from the hopper. He literally would do interviews while he was taking a dump. That guy's awesome. Number 3, Salem witch trials. Nobody was actually ever burned at the stake. This is a myth. Over 200 people were actually convicted, but they were jailed. Some were hanged, and actually one was pressed to death, which I did another video prior to this one. So here's a crazy story. This is called Bacteria River. And when the ocean is at, basically if it's at low tide, like it is now, you're not supposed to walk in the river because there's bacteria in here. And yesterday, 4 kids were walking in here. And they were probably about 17 or 18 years old. And they were walking in here, and when they got out, those bacteria all over their face and like their hands and their feet and shit. And it ate right through them. And they just like fell right there on the ground. And they were fucking like screaming, like, bacteria's eating my face. Please give me some pizza and some fucking marshmallows. I'm not sure why they were screaming about that, but I have a feeling that the bacteria takes over your fucking brain, starts asking for, like, you know, old Chinese food and like dumpster dining on shit like old pizza and stuff. Anyways, none of that happened yesterday. There are amazing, terrifying, scary landmarks right here in the United States. Here we go. One of the first known serial killers in the United States was H.H. Holmes. He confessed to 27 killings, but was said to have killed over 27 people. But here's the scary part. He bought a 3-story hotel and completely renovated the inside to be a maze of virtual impossible escapes. Known as the Murder Castle, this is the 2nd floor. He actually built this hotel knowing that it was next to the World's Fair to get easy victims. He would hire different construction workers to do different rooms, different parts of the time, so that they wouldn't catch on to him. He had doors in there that only opened to a brick wall. He had doors that only opened from the outside, and he even had suffocation rooms. He would also make his victims go into a safe that held a person, and he would lock the safe as they suffocated to death. He was apprehended in November of 1894 and sentenced to hanging. His last words were, "The evil ones. Danza's my sponsor." Terrifyingly scary ancient discoveries. Here we go. The Black Sarcophagus. Archaeologists and scientists were very hesitant to open this, fearing there would be a worldwide curse. When they opened this, they found 3 skeletons, some ancient etched drawings, and worst of all, they found ancient old sewage. The drawings were done on gold, and they are still unclear what they mean. Some archaeologists believe that the one with the snake here shown in this photo is a warning sign that you shouldn't be going through the sarcophagus. They have been going through each and every bone, but they said that the smell is overwhelmingly toxic. They do know that there was 1 woman and 2 men buried in the sarcophagus. On one of the skeletons, they actually found a hole that was surgically done in the side of his head, meaning that he had some sort of ancient surgery performed on him before he died. The worst part is there are actually people around the world that want to drink this black sewage, thinking it's the fountain of youth. That's nasty. These are amazing, ancient, sometimes scary, unexplained artifacts. Here we go. A couple that was taking a walk between 1934 and 1936 discovered what is now known as the London Hammer. Soon after discovering this, they turned it into a group of archaeologists, and this is what the archaeologists found out. What they discovered is amazing, that this rock encasing the hammer is actually about 400 million years old, and that's way before any kind of life could have made this hammer. What's crazier is that the hammer itself is over 500 million years old according to their first measurements. The handle itself is starting to turn itself into coal. It's so old. The hammer's head, which is 96% iron, is impossible for nature to achieve without the assist of some sort of technology. Could this be some sort of alien technology throwing the hammer down? Maybe while these aliens were out doing the pyramids, they dropped their fucking hammer. There are no part 2s in these videos, so please give me a like, follow, and comment. Thank you.